The Airhogs Star Wars X-Wing vs. Death Star Rebel Assault RC drones. Let me take a breath. The words on the box say, pilot the X-Wing and battle the autonomous Death Star. The high-flying X-Wing RC drone features gyro stabilization for smooth, easy handling, and 2.4 GHz long-range communication for a range up to 200 feet. So, with the words of the manufacturer out on the table, I'm here to give my review and overall thoughts on this little Star Wars gadget. Okay, how does it work? And how well does it work? When you flip on the Death Star and then hit the Death Star launch button on the control, the Death Star will spin up. It will fly up and down a few times, which allows for the sensors to get an understanding of where it is in space. This is all theoretical, of course. Half the time I launched the Death Star, it would start to hover and then find its way into the nearest wall and stay there, or occasionally sit in the corner of the room and stay there, and then the battery would die. But the way it's supposed to work is you launch the Death Star, it hovers around, you start flying the X-Wing, and the goal of this little game is to shoot down the Death Star before it shoots you down. Sounds cool, right? Yeah, it sounds cool. I could never get the X-Wing to calibrate correctly. It always wanted to drift, any which way. Even after I messed with the little buttons that are supposed to correct the drifting, even after I tried to calibrate it, as soon as I thought I fixed it, good old Red 5 wanted to be a kamikaze. I only got it to handle decently a couple of times, and those times were extremely brief. I even had my brother-in-law, who used to shoot video professionally using a DJI Phantom drone, try it out. He was the best drone pilot in the galaxy and a cunning warrior and a good friend, and even he couldn't get the damn thing to respond correctly. The best way I can describe the Airhogs X-Wing vs. Death Star drone set is frustrating. Very frustrating. I even tried it outside because I figured I'd have more room to mess around with it, but I quickly learned that that wouldn't work. The slightest breeze turns the X-Wing into a kite. I do not think it's made to go outside. I have no idea though. Oh, and the battery in both the Death Star and the X-Wing don't last very long at all. The biggest positive that I can give all of this is that it sure is sturdy. I can't believe my X-Wing is still in one piece, and I can't believe my walls aren't scuffed up. I've smashed it countless times, bounced it against chair legs as fast as it could go, banged it into my own head, and nothing has fallen off. The unit looks pretty too. The exterior is really well designed. Would I recommend the Airhogs X-Wing vs. Death Star? No, I wouldn't. And maybe I have a dud? But from the other reviews that I've seen and read, a lot of people have these issues too. Needless to say, it was extremely frustrating for me. I can't imagine how frustrating it would be for a kid. I was actually sent this unit for free from Spin Master to give my honest opinion. The price online that I see for this is all over the place. Right now, Toys R Us has it at $91.99. Walmart has it for $77.94, Amazon has it for $77.94 as well, and Target has it for $129.99, which is the actual original retail price. I guess they don't have a sale going on like the others do. Anyway, my best advice to you is just to buy like 15 Rogue One action figures instead, and just call it a day. Hello Greedo, out.
With you, what cannot be done.
It's like doing